up? What's up, man? What's up? Go ahead. Well, are we live? Hey, live people. Good evening. How are you? We're live. You're live. Okay, let's do this then. Okay, so this is our podcast. When I say our podcast, I mean it's our podcast because we are family. Okay, and here to kick ass. Yeah. Okay. So today we're talking about something that's really, really good if you don't know about it for the autistic community, for the kids that are growing up. This is really, really good. And I'm going to go ahead and start now. Okay. So this is about autism and music. And I've been preaching this way before we had this podcast, okay? And I haven't been preaching this way before this podcast because there's really no time on this podcast per the universe, all right? So we may be doing this as a always now, but it's been happening as an always now. This podcast is meant to be. And so, like I said, we're talking about something that's very beautiful. This is the music in the podcast community. Ambient music, okay? My son's been playing the piano since 2 years old. And so he doesn't listen to many other musics, okay? He listens to, he plays ambient music. He's been just really playing ambient music since he was, like I said, he started at 2, but he that's when he started developing his music, okay? And so when this podcast opens, his music is playing. And so we're going to add something to that, okay? So, because I don't want you to surpass anything. I want you to understand with these kids, the ability that they have. So, let's see, let's get into this. Therapeutic benefits of ambient music or playing the music. He also plays the guitar, okay? So, it's playing the guitar or engaging with ambient music can have therapeutic benefits for individuals with autism, including promoting relaxation, self-expression, and emotional regulation. So I would say yes, he does all of these, okay? Because the autistic individuals are all about controlling uh, their gifts. If you really look at them, they control their gifts. The only thing that you can do therapeutically for them is feed them what they need. Feed them a keyboard, and they're going to go through many keyboards. Uh, Feed them guitars. Make sure they have the guitar strings. Just feed them whatever music it is. No, feed them whatever comes with these instruments. Okay, because it does relax them. Uh, it's a form of self expression for them, and you can always. I would even say, even though the music community hasn't really verbalized this, I believe that there are a lot of undocumented musicians, okay, right now that play, okay. um, music, even though it may be rock or whatever, because the Sarah's has a guitar that he hasn't used for rock music or the electric guitar, but he is okay. Uh, he has already started this, but it's still new to him. All right. It is also an emotional relaxation. All right. So, what say you, music player?
Uh, I think that
Is this a form of self-expression for you
yes,
and emotional regulation?
yes,
And you can promote your music because that's what you've been doing.
yes.
All of this is true. All of it is true. Do you have anything else you want to say before you? It's your turn for sensory integration.
I'll say lately I have been playing the guitar a lot, and I am
He's getting back into his guitar.
just
Yeah, he had put it down because he started playing, developing music on the computer. But just like I tell him all the time, I said, no matter what you do with the computer as far as music is concerned, um, uh, playing your guitars, that is a very, very raw um, talent. The piano is where he started. And then he also developed his music on the guitar. So, and then when he was making music on the computer, he started promoting it. Well, he also promoted his ambient music as well through YouTube website. Okay, so he's been promoting his music.
I,
Okay,
I so very much like the ambient or like to create the ambient in the
on your piano
it,
and your guitar. Oh, you're talking about the computer.
just
It's still not raw, baby. Is it raw?
yeah you have to think about what sounds good and you
But then
have
we
to
then
include
we
it
then
as
we
well.
ask the AI.
It said it depends on the person.
It says something else too. Yeah. Um, Autistic individuals are right about 90% plus in their decisions. Okay, because they see things one way, and that is it. You're not gonna move happy feet, happy fingers on the guitar or the piano. You're not you're wasting your time. Okay, like I said, the only thing you can do is guide these individuals. Okay, because he would compare his music that he makes on the computer to the raw of the guitar and the piano. And I say no. Okay, I don't think it's any comparison. But he's going to have it his way, even though the AI said it's a slim chance in that. Right, this Eric. As you can see, I like to be right on time. Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go on. Um, Go ahead, Sarah. Sensory integration.
Sensory integration, playing the guitar or listening to ambient music can help individuals with autism integrate sensory information as it provides a structured and predictable auditory experience combined with tactile engagement when playing the instrument.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that does help with my sensory. I do get I do get enjoyment listening to my music.
I just want to say that I do appreciate the universe and God, or God in the universe. Okay. I appreciate being able to introduce my son to these instruments. I think that he would have been a different person if he did not have this music. And I'm being very honest with that. What person that would have been? Oh, I don't know. I don't even, I shudder to even think. Okay. Go ahead, baby. You want to say something else about it?
I I I
And then it says, look what it says here, as it provides a structured and predictable auditory experience combined with tactile engagement when playing the instrument. So as you can see, they get a lot out of these instruments, okay? Um, because I didn't, let me see. The series kind of somewhat structured itself, and I think it was through music. So, like I said, he would have been a totally different individual if he did not have uh, creations, if he did not have the tools to create. You will also see him doing his art. He paints and he draws, you know. Um, he liked to build things. So anything that he can create with his hands, you can even go to, like, like I said, with these kids, I would suggest a hobby shop. And uh, people don't know it, but places that you can go to, like Ace or Home Depots and places like that, these are hobby shops for them. Give them wood. Teach them how to nail something. Of course, it's gonna need your guidance. It's gonna need for you to really look at the situation and see how safe it is. Okay, but if you can get safe things like soldering, I bought the series a soldering set. With what came with that soldering set? The series
what
glue. You
is
know, the glue, and it had that glue gun. That soldering. Remember, I bought you that.
this?
But I think you lost interest in that.
It's because I have an interest in building houses.
Yeah, but I know, but you can't. Okay. Wow. So, but you got to start, right? So he started with the soldering gun and the glue and stuff. But and again, that's what he kept saying. He wanted to build houses. So uh, we didn't have the uh, we didn't have the what to start building houses at that point.
But
Okay. But today, he can do it. He always wanted to be an architect.
yeah, it's like a flip houses in
You got to do your architect and blueprints, you know. But he can easily talk to somebody, hire somebody, talk to people, in order to make it. Or he can take a blueprint, uh, a simple blueprint, and add on to what he wants from there. Okay, let's go to the next one because just looking at y'all. So, Yes, audience, he is autistic. Okay. You can lose him in a split second. You know, he will lose interest in you in a split second. So, again, you have to guide these individuals back. Okay, let me read this one because it's just a little bit. Uh, Fine motor skill development. Learning to play a guitar involves intricate finger movements, which can help improve fine motor skills and coordination for individuals with autism. I agree. Okay, go ahead. There's expressive outlet.
Expressive outlet. Playing the guitar allows individuals with autism to express themselves creatively and emotionally and emotionally through music, providing an, an, an alternative means of communication and self-expression.
Yes. What say you, music man?
Uh, yes, it does give me creative ability to express myself.
Just like you see those people like in New York in the subway, and they are playing music, and I believe that these are artistic individuals um, on a different scale of autism or the spectrum. Okay, so I don't mean the ones that are playing someone else's music. I'm talking about the ones that create their music, and this is what they do. Okay, they stick to that. They don't. You're not going to move these individuals to play someone else's music. Okay, these people will only play their music. That's the ones that I'm talking about. Okay, they have their own, not their own genre. They have their own expression, and these are the people that I like anyway. You know, the music that I like. The people who have their own. I'm trying to think of the word, um, but it'll come to me, and I'll say it later. Okay, so where are we right now? Social opportunities. Okay, participating in guitar lessons, music groups, or jam sessions can create social opportunities for individuals with autism to connect with peers who share similar interests in music. Uh, well, like I said, there are people that can socialize in that way, and then you have the other people that don't like to socialize. Um, they have their own way of playing music, and you like it or you don't.
Or, I think
Okay.
I think that each autistic individual is different. Uh, some
But some are not autistic that play other people's music,
yes.
okay? Because autistic people are going to play their music, okay? Okay. Uh, Focus and attention. Okay, you read that, baby.
Focus and attention. Engaging with the guitar or ambient music can enhance concentration and attention for individuals with autism, as it requires focus and active engagement with the instrument or the soundscapes.
Go ahead, what you got to say.
Yeah, I do think that it does help. me to concentrate better.
Hmm. And
And it also seemed to make me more active.
active, yes. Okay, so you don't just go into a shell or anything. Okay.
Or,
Um, they're doing their own raw music. Um, it's their individuality. All of the people that I see on the spectrum, they have their own original way. Okay, they don't, you can't copy, they don't copy anyone. All right, how they play, what they play is their own individual. It's original. It's original. Uh, the people out here that are not original, that's, to me, that's not autistic. That's not on the spectrum. Okay, let me see. As it requires focus. Yeah, it does help you to focus. And you engage with the instrument or the soundscapes. So they use this instrument because they are in control of this instrument. They make instruments do what they want them to do. Okay, they take these instruments, and this is a form of creation for them. A form of creation. Okay, self confidence and esteem.
self self confidence and self esteem. Learning to play the guitar or creating ambient music can boost self confidence and self esteem for individuals with autism as they develop new skills and experience a sense of accomplishment.
Just think of the people like Beethoven, and you have these very unique people, okay, and they are on the spectrum. So the parent can help structure a child by letting the child structure themselves by them having this simple instrument and chords, and then they take it and they create from that. That means that the parent of these individuals, the neurotypical parents, are listening to their autistic child and guiding them. This is the only thing that you can do with them is guide them. If you try to force them, like I said, throwing them in a neurotypical environment like school, your child is suffering and will suffer from that environment. Okay, because it's not the right environment, it's not the right lights, it's not the right atmosphere, it's not the right ambience. They have to have the right ambience to work. Okay, anything you want to say about that, babe? Mm? Okay, and he has gotten a lot from this the self confidence and self esteem. Oh my goodness, and also you listening to this child as they develop, and you make doggone sure that you take an interest. Okay, or maybe you can take an interest. Maybe the child is somewhat challenging the parent. Okay, if the parent is not really listening, you still might have a musician. You still have a musician that puts out their own genre. Okay, you could try to box it up and put it somewhere, but these individuals, they have their own genre, and just might prove you wrong by you not paying attention. So I don't know how that works with the other households, the parents, the neurotypical parents, and the autistic individual, because I've always paid attention to my son's music, even when he was banging out. Uh, well, not really banging out because it's ambient. Okay, but when he was going through different guitars, I mean not different guitars, different keyboards. You know, I don't know how he, but wow. Okay, so just be aware that you might go through different instruments with these individuals, but keep feeding it to them. Just keep feeding it. If it's broken, just invest in a new one. Okay. All right. I'm gonna read this one. Do you need to read it? Hello.
Uh,
You want me to read it? You want to
yes.
read it? Okay. Improvisation and flexibility. Ambient music and guitar playing often involve elements of improvisation. Improvise. Okay, they improvise. All right. So let them do their thing. They are improvising, creating this music. Okay, they found their own niche. Okay, their own niche, and it's developing through that. And then they find out about themselves and say, oh, okay, I think they call this ambient music. This is what I'm playing, and then they take it from there and they just go. Or they may say, oh, okay, I'm playing soft rock, okay, improvisation. Look at these musicians when they play, the body language, this everything about them is music. Everything, the body, everything, the way they play, because all of them have their own certain ways of playing, right, Sarah? You have your way of playing, right? Just like you are a walking instrument now. The way you play, someone else don't play that way. All of y'all play individually, right? Okay. But you take that and you create that. But it's one thing, you all are not gonna be that dance monkey. Okay? You're not a dancer. You won't get that from them. Okay? The autism won't let you get that from them. Okay? They're not dance monkeys. You don't know when they'll change up on you. All right? Okay. Uh, so, ambient music and guitar playing often involve elements of improvisation, which can help individuals with autism develop flexibility, adaptability, and to creative problem solving skills. Okay, so this has been known for a long time that them creating their own music and everything, they solve they have a great sense and a tune in of of problem solving skills. So what say you?
It is.
Does this have you ever thought about this in that area that it helps you to solve problems?
I think is for that. I think it's more with ambient music. It yeah, but when I listen to it, I do think about the problem. I do think about the problem solving. I
Do you think about the proper way to play that particular
yes,
note?
yes,
Okay, yes. And you develop flexibility because you're steadily learning and again finding out where you want to put this particular note and that particular note and
yes.
to make your music come
It
together for
is.
you.
It is also like that with guitar.
Piano and guitar.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So and that is ambient, but is that also considered as classical?
Albeit in classical or not the same music.
They're not the same.
No.
What's not the same? What's different about it?
They are different music genres.
Yeah, but what's different about it?
Ambient is more modern. It was created in 1972.
Okay. And we know the classical has been around for a long time.
Yes.
Okay. So when this music started developing the ambient, okay, and why do they call it ambient?
And what's it? But I do agree that
Why
I think
don't you do an
ambient music.
AI real quick? I would like to know that. Why do they call it ambient music? Why is ambient music called ambient?
Is used to describe a genre of music that is characterized by atmospheric and often repetitive sounds. The term was coined by the British musician Brian Eno in 1970s, who described ambient music as music that can be actively listened to with intention or easily ignored, depending on the choice of the listener.
Because that doesn't tell me the reason why. Why did they name it ambient music? It's not telling me that. Look up that. Why is ambient music called ambient?
It doesn't say. The word ambient itself means running or encircling. Eno wanted to create a genre of music that would blend blend seamlessly with the listener's surroundings, creating a background atmosphere that could be actively listened to or easily ignored.
So, in other words, you can hear nature,
Yes, nature.
but not okay. So you can hear nature within its music and in
Yes,
the background of this music, but also you have the opportunity of just listening to the music.
ambient could also mean, let's say, birds or chirping. It could,
Or what?
if it's birds chirping outside, then that could be considered as ambient as well.
Right. So again, you're playing the music that pulls you in to nature,
Right.
but at the same time, it doesn't have to have nature because that's where you're getting your music from, right?
Yes,
Okay. So
it could be dark ambient or different types of ambient music.
yes, and you have made both
Yes,
dark and light
yes.
ambient music.
I,
Um,
I, I'm also interested in the genre of music that is called river.
yes, you are, and I think that is about as dark as you can get. Okay, so that weirdcore to me, that's the kind of music that creates a backdrop for horror. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes him playing or creating this type of music, you know, should I lock my door? You know, I mean, because wow, and when I hear it, I'm just like, baby, you got to cut that down. So we're oh, and you have to invest in. But there are a lot of people. That's this is, when he started doing it, I'm just like, but guess what? Guess what creates that type of music? It is the computer.
Just,
Okay, so can you take now? Maybe I may understand it more,
it
Sarah.
may
Wait a minute. Maybe I will understand it more if you were to create it with your instruments and not with the computer. Yeah, think on that one. Yeah, I
like
just
it
like
when the
I like the rawness of music. I
just,
love rawness. Okay, so hey, because even with that, you can have all these digital instruments, or computer instruments, and maybe if you were to integrate both of them together, you know, uh, like the weird chord and the because so you know how to have like the harmonica because you can't play the harmonica and all these different instruments at one time. So what you're doing is you create these different instruments to fit into a weird chord sound. But I would like the weird chord sound of it coming from your guitar and your piano.
no, no,
You
you
take
can
those
get
well.
okay.
So the only way that you can make this is from
You can make it with
the
other.
computer.
You can make it with other instruments like the steel drum
Right. So
or
you can have a computer, you can have a piano
this
that have all these different instruments on it, right?
this
And integrate your piano, your real raw piano, and your guitar
this
in it. Correct?
this.
Okay. So I would appreciate that, but the computer making music, no, no, no. That sounds like an invasion of the AIs or something. Maybe you could play your music to AI, the weird chord to an AI, and see that the AI will really understand you because you're doing it from a computer, right?
Yes.
But like I said, it sounds like a takeover.
Ambient music is also mostly computer. A lot of times it's mostly
No, no, it is now.
just
Okay,
in the past.
but
It
you
was
have to
more
understand that you've been playing piano since you were, let me see, what, 22 for 22 years.
for
Okay, you've been
uh,
playing piano for 22 years.
just
Okay, and the guitar as well.
uh,
So you can't tell me that the computer. What did you say? The computer's been playing this for what?
ambient music is mostly computer. No,
That's not
yeah,
true.
just,
That's not. You didn't even have that back then. You were making your music with a computer back then, the Sarah.
I was like,
How long you been making your music with computer?
no, I was listening to ambient music. I gotta
What?
I'm going to
Oh.
I'm going to continue.
Oh, okay. Well, you can't stop me in the middle of anything just because you want to talk about it.
Uh,
Autistic person, happy feet. Okay, go on. You hurt my feelings, but go ahead. You know you don't care, so go ahead.
okay,
Well, you do care, but you think I shouldn't care. So you don't think it's anything big. So That's why you wanted to interrupt me and to let's just go on. It's because you're sleepy.
Uh, I,
Yeah.
guitar playing and ambient music allow for individualized experiences as individuals with autism can explore different playing techniques, music styles, or ambient that resonate with their personal preferences and sensitivities. I agree.
I agree too, but I also agree that you missed this part: emotional regulation.
Oh,
Playing the guitar or listening to ambient music can contribute to emotional regulation for individuals with autism, providing a soothing and expressive outlet for their emotions. Okay, that doesn't include weird core.
yes.
I no.
Here.
What's soothing about weird core?
Here.
Okay,
It is sitting.
it makes
Sitting.
me want to beat the walls down.
Here.
Okay, I want to beat the walls down. What
Here.
say you?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. It does. I just want to take it, and put a bomb to it. Okay,
Here.
and just blow it up. Did I say it? Okay, blow it up. Yeah, that's all I want to do with weird chord music. Okay. But he found it and he likes it, and I think it's almost a part of rebellion to him because I
Oh.
don't. Yes, because I don't like it at all, y'all. Okay. I
My
mean, if I could
goodness.
just cut it up, if I can just take that and just take that weird chord and just cut it up. Okay, I don't see anything positive about it. What's positive about weird chord?
Okay, it is a sitting to me. There's
You cray. You just cray, baby. Okay. Oh, also, I made that up, all right? It was a part of crazy. Started saying cray, and on the internet and stuff, and people just took that, and yeah. You, they say cray cray, I say cray. Because I like to simplify things. Sometimes I think a word is a beautiful part of it, okay? I think words are instruments. I think that's why he has taken such a big liking to words. Me telling him how to break it down through the syllables and the vowels, how the vowels are formed and things like that. Um, but words are soothing to him. hmm Words are very soothing to you, because the words are a part of your ambient. When you speak, you speak I know I do because I love words, and so I speak in an ambient manner, and I think that he does too. You know, it's a total breakdown of words and putting it back together like you want, and so that's what I do a lot of time. I just break my words down. You know, you still know what I mean. You crazy? See, he knows. Okay, you know what I'm calling you, right? What?
you're
What? Say it.
crazy.
Oh, okay. So that weird core. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I mean, the weird core. That's not genius, but it's okay for a. If you're looking at a movie and you have this job to make a horror backdrop, he can do that.
Okay, I think that record can be genius. I think
Could be what?
it could be genius. Anyway, I think that
I
record.
think I think all your music is genius, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just I just don't agree with weird chord. If I was to play music like that, I think it would put me in a different mood.
Yeah.
Okay, it would. It yeah, it would put me in a different mood. You know, it's just like I said, I want to cut it up. What's this?
Sure. Sure.
Okay, okay. So let's see. Personalized experiences. Guitar playing and ambient music allow for individualized experiences as individuals with autism can explore different playing techniques, music styles, or soundscapes that resonate with their personal. Per- I like when you say this word because he says preferences.
Yeah, it sounds like something. Well,
Fail. It sounds like an invasion. Okay. And sensitivities. Okay. Okay. And let me also go ahead and read this. Remember, while guitar playing and ambient music can be beneficial for many individuals with autism, it's important to consider individual interests, abilities, and comfort levels. Tailoring the approach to match the specific needs and preferences of each person is key to maximizing the benefits of these activities. What say you to Sarah's?
I do agree that each individual is different. I think that some people may be interested in ambient music, while others may be interested in rock music or or another genre of music.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Go
but
ahead.
I think it's important to maximize the interests of the autistic individual.
Right, right. Okay. All right. So this is it for the podcast, everybody. Okay. Uh, we always are in the going forward mode, and it's a lot that we have for the podcast. And uh, just like even right now, we're just waiting for things to develop. Okay, we're waiting for things to develop. Um, we enjoy every minute, and we know that the universe and God is very proud of this, you know. And we love everybody out there that have their own taste, their own everything, you know, their own different abilities for doing different things for everyone to help everyone. So this is good for us. We love this. We so love this so much, and we thank you. We appreciate everyone out there for uh, being a part of us. Okay. Um, so I've been having like a little sore throat, so I'm getting ready to go to meet. Well, I'm getting ready to go to the store and get some. At least I'm just gonna, go with my. I'm gonna. The Sarah and I gonna go to the store together because that's my hanging bud. Okay. Uh, and I'm his hanging bud. But we're gonna go to the store and get some Pedialyte that I can drink too, so I can get my electrolytes back. Okay. All right then, because I don't want to get sick. Mm-mm. I don't want to get sick. No, no, and no. Okay, so all of you, make sure you take care of yourselves. Try to get as many vitamins as you can. And you, neurotypical parents, because if you get down sick, how you gonna take care of your kids? So you got to take care of yourself, and then a kid has to take care. You have to take care of those kids. Putting spices, uh, natural vitamins, natural spices into your food. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. I'm not saying do pills. I'm saying naturally. Okay, get you a garden. All right, because that's what the series and I are going to be concentrating on this coming spring. So get your seeds right now. Okay, just get your garden together, because that's what you know that saves us from buying things, because the price of everything is so high right now that we have to uh, plant our vegetables, because what if we cannot afford the price of meat? Okay, and me, I can eat vegetables, all the spices together. Oh my goodness! Like right now, I'm thinking that I can eat some okra, with some tomatoes, and then all of the spices that you put off into it. Oh wow! Yes, yes, and yes. Okay. You can eat it by itself, or you can put it over some rice. Steam your okra down, get in the slime out of it. Okay, because as you cook a vegetable, you got to cook that. I don't want to call it slime, because I'm not trying to get your taste like okay. So no, it's not that, but it's a certain way that you have to cook okra. Okay, because people cook that okra down because they don't like the texture, of it the other way. So you got to cook that down, and you know, but it's still the vitamins are still in that pan that you're cooking that okra in that come from the okra. Then you put your tomatoes, your onions, your garlic, you know, uh, tomato sauce, just things like that up in there. Oh my goodness, it's wonderful. But anyway, Sarah, what you got to say, baby?
I agree. Uh, I
To
think
get
that
those vitamins in,
yes,
because that's what we're going to be concentrating on. We've already started. Like we have blueberry bushes and uh, raspberry bushes, but you got to look at the weather too, because they say that it's going to snow on Monday. So now we have another thing to do for our garden. The Sarah's has, made the garden with the bricks and everything, and he built it up high. Okay, uh, but at the same time, because it's going to snow, we have to think about that. So we're gonna go to the plant department, because I'm saying, hey, just put a whole lot of mulch all up in between and everything, because they are family. So just let them be together, keep each other warm, okay? Because isn't that what humans do when uh, they have no electricity? Say electricity go out, what do they tell you? Put yourself together for body heat, right? So that's what we're doing for the plants, okay? Because we have heat in the house, okay? We know how to regulate ourselves, but our plants was just planted last year, and they're doing really, really good, and we just want to keep that up. And so, but they are babies, okay? You have to regulate babies. Humans know how to regulate themselves, but again, like I said, these are babies. So I'm saying to just put a whole lot of mulch up in there. But the Sarah thinks that uh, putting some type of cloth, which what happens is that it rains on the cloth series, okay, and it goes through to the plants, and it still makes them ice, okay. But I believe maybe we could take that, the netting that we made for the bottom of it to protect that, the bottom of the garden. We could take that. We could put mulch all up in there, and then we could take that netting and put it up top, and then put some mulch on top of the netting. What do you think about that?
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to give something to them that is environmentally safe, right?
Yes.
Because they are natural, okay? So you have to give them something like the netting that you put them in. So I think that would be, thank you, universe, thank you, God, for that information. Okay, that we can put that netting, we put the mulch in, then put the netting because they're already used to that netting, right? Nothing gets to them from that netting, correct?
Yes.
And we put that mulch on top of that as well. That's gonna keep them warm. All right, thank you. Shoot. Okay. Because you know how it is, everybody. When you're tackling things and then something else pops up, you got to take care of that too. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay. So, look, we bid everybody happiness because we are happy, and the universe know it. All right. Like James Brown said, I feel good. I knew that I would. This is the mindset that I need for you all to keep yourselves in. Okay? This is not yesterday. We are here in an ongoing. It's not tomorrow or anything. Okay? It's not the future or anything like that. It is an ongoing, what did you call it? An ongoing paradox? An infinity.
Right.
So the circle that it was in a long time ago, it has changed into an infinity. And you know the symbol of an infinity. And you know that it's never ending, right, series? So therefore, we are in an infinity. Okay? So it's not like it's going forward. And if you're old enough to know, like, um, the clothes that we wear. I've seen a clothing that they were advertising on one of those HSC, uh, one of those stations that sell clothes. And at my age, I've noticed that I've seen this pattern before. Okay, so things are not going in a circle, people. Okay, things are is in an infinity and it's never ending. Okay, so it has shape, it has volume, it has sound. It's got it all. Okay, and this is what we're going through. So if y'all just really just think about things, just sit down and think. Okay, in the universe, God is just, he's letting us know, the universe is letting us know. I mean, I listened to not a musician, but a comedian, Cat Williams, and I don't think he's just a comedian, y'all. Okay, but in any case, he said a joke the first time, just make you something to make you think. Where does water come from? Okay, and I'm not saying this as a joke. I asked my son because my son likes to debate a lot, So we were talking about the water. Where does water come from? Okay, but the scientists say water is H2O. And just like Kat said, they got a recipe, but they can't make it.
It could be an element
It is an element,
it comes from an element.
but they can't make it. Is H2O an element?
No, it is a compound,
But you say it could come from an element?
which is hydrogen,
H. Go ahead.
and when
Hydrogen, oxygen. What is the two for? So if hydrogen is an element, it's already in there because they said it's H2O, right? So this is what we do a lot, okay? To learn about things, to see the way things work within this universe, okay? Because this is what we're given, this universe. So, just like I said, it's H2O. This is their recipe, the scientists, this is their recipe for water. So H, still, he said H, so hydrogen is an element.
let's see, yes,
Don't want to tell you, huh? Is hydrogen an element?
yes, yes,
It's an element. You just said that. And uh, then there's oxygen. I don't know what the two is for. Does it say that?
it says evaporation, condensation, precipitation, runoff.
Okay. So whatever scientists have come up with, they
I didn't hear it.
I did. They know what it is, but they can't make it. Okay, y'all. So there you go. All right. You can't explain the universe. There's some things that you just cannot do. You
Uh,
know.
you know,
Okay. Okay, y'all. So we're gonna shut it down. We will be here tomorrow. A shout out to Frank and Lou out there. Um, we're ready to hear some good news from you guys. Okay. All right. And Frank, uh, working on the poetic side of the music that the series has created is in play right now. Okay. All right. It's a lot to do, y'all. Don't think this is not simple. Okay. You can make it as simple as you like, and that's what we've done. But this is it's massive. All right. Depending on what you want from it, this is massive for us. You know, but we can handle it. We are handling it, people. All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow, which is Friday, and Saturday and Sunday. And like I say, a shout out to Frank and Lou. Much happiness to you all because we are happier and we just want to sprinkle happiness to our community in any type of way possible. Thank you so much for being here.
like,